Hey guys, welcome to another video. This is my top 20 goals of RLCS Season 5 Week 1, which just happened last weekend. If you're wondering why this video took a few days extra to get out this week, it's because I couldn't get my hands on the replay files for these games, so we've just had to go ahead and use the game video from the stream. So yeah, hopefully in future weeks we'll have the replay files so we can get a bit better spectating done, and we don't have to use director camera like they use in the stream. But yeah, enjoy the couple of funny goals that I've thrown in here as honorable mentions. These are absolutely not in any danger of being considered in the top 20 goals of Week 1. They're just some pretty comical goals. I think this one is Cuxer. Yeah, this is a great assist by Cuxer, blindly taking his teammate out of the game, and a lot gets the goal. Flipside did not look good in that series, but they did look much better versus Excel. And Europe, as you guys know, will be very interesting moving forward because everything is so close over that side of the pond. American not so much, a bit more predictable, but that tends to be the case. Alright, let's get into number 20. We're starting off with Gimmick from Cloud9, and this is just something that Cloud9 are very, very good at, and it illustrates how important it is to send someone else up for the ball when you center it. So here we see Squishy chipping the ball off the backboard, and there comes Gimmick over the top of him to get the rebound. This happens very, very fast because Gimmick, of course, can get to this before Squishy can. Squishy can't recover, he's still landing as Gimmick hits this ball. And just going to squeeze that one in at number 20 because it's such a fast goal. And there's a lot better to come, though, from Gimmick in this top 20. Number 19 is going to be Justin from NRG. This is a pretty dirty fake that he managed to pull on Out of Style. This is a series where Out of Style looked better than I thought they would, but NRG were still pretty comfortable. It looks blind in this variation of the client, but I'm pretty sure that Justin would have had a camera look around there to check if Hato was coming. He didn't. It's not likely that he would have done that blind, but you never know. He might have done it. Director camera is a forced look anyway. Number 18 is going to be Deevo, and this is, of course, Deevo's delicious-looking car. Full team passing play, though, and notice Remkoe over there on the far side in that blind spot, and Deevo is going to come in for the drop-down pass just underneath the crossbar. Well played. Ignite looked very good in Week 1, in my opinion. I fully expected him to look very good. And unfortunately for Team Envy, they weren't able to pick up a win here, but it was still not the worst showing. Number 19 is going to be another Cloud9 goal, and this time it is Torment. And if I recall, this is a Gimmick assist that we're about to see, which was very creative. There's Torment to Gimmick. One touch, second touch, straight into the curve of the ceiling, and the ball comes right down to Torment again. So great team play to get this passing play started. But Gimmick still had a lot of work to do, and look at that, taking 2 defenders out of the game. I'm sure Leth and Matt didn't expect that ball to come down quite as fast as it did. Number 16, we're going to be back in the NRG versus Out of Style series. This time, Out of Style getting a goal, which I think deserves to make a top 20 appearance. It is Hato, and if this had been a season or two ago, this would have been very, very high up the standings. But of course, we just are so used to players scoring double touches by themselves these days that it's not quite as high up my list. Still though, great recovery to get himself over to the left side of the goal where the ball was going to rebound, and not that much power was needed because NRG were floundering. Number 15, Garrett G, and just pay attention to the variety of flicks that he's able to show us here. So first of all, front flip flick to take Lethamir out of the game, and then reverse 45-degree flick to take Matt out of the game. Just amazing flick mechanics by Garrett. Of course, this goal didn't really matter too much. The game was already won as soon as Ghost had failed to score. Still, though, for Garrett to get 2 dribble flick outplays in 3v3 in a row against 2 high-caliber players, it's definitely something to be proud of. Number 14 is just a great, bread and butter, excellent shot by Nielskoek. So pay attention to the time as well. This is a minute left, just under a minute even. And how about that for a tight angle shot, bar down, and over the top of an incoming defender as well. Big shot here for Niels. This is what brought Excel back into or put them ahead again in the series, rather. And I believe that was the only goal in this game. So excellent shooting there by the most prolific points gaining player on Excel. Justin is making his first appearance, or second rather, appearance in the list at number 13 here. Look at that dunk as he comes off the wall, completely surprises Lethamir, and scores a solo goal. That was a straight up 1v3 play. He just takes 2 members of Ghost out of the game, continues flying on through, and Lethamir had no idea that Justin was coming from above for that dunk. It's pretty unique that the goal like that will occur in 3v3, so I've got to put it in there. We're going to move on to number 12, which is Mognus. And this could have been higher up the list if the defending had been better. I tend to rank goals a bit lower if the defense really isn't all there, and of course there you see a very bad clear. But Mognus follows up very well with what looked like a bit of a botched open net there. But when we see on the first person perspective, that would have been a save for Freaky if Mognus had just boomed it. So he chipped into the crossbar, read the bar down, and got the rebound from point blank range. Very well done to secure that goal. Wasn't enough to get a win for Complexity in that series. Alright, this is number 11, just missing out on the top 10. And this isn't really due to the goal, it's really the finish, or the assist by Corrupted. Just completely 1v3ing Counter Logic Gaming. Starting in defense where he infield dribbles, and then he flicks it into the middle past Miho, and then demolishes, I think it was Dapper on the goal line, but either way, 1 versus 3 by Corrupted G, and Chrome picking up the spoils with the goal. Now number 10, this happens pretty fast, so don't miss it. Miztik with a disgusting upside down shot to the far side of the goal. I believe that this one was miscalled as a flip reset. There was no flip reset here, just Miztik held his dodge really, really long there and perfectly timed it. And it looks kind of weird with that Octane hitbox meeting the ball like it did, but still, what a shot that was by Miztik to just get inside the top 10. A slightly better shot in my opinion, or at least a build-up play here from Team Envy leading to Remkoe's goal. So here comes Remkoe from the knockdown pass, and just look at that top corner. Disgusting placement. Excellent pass though from Deevo, and that's why I put this goal a bit higher than Miztik, because there was some more team play involved. Great first touch by Remkoe. The second one is even better, though that is just perfect in the top corner by the Envy captain. Gimmick is making another appearance. This is his second on my list at least, at number 8. But it's really down to this man here, Squishy, taking the entire Ghost lineup out of the game single-handedly with the double touch center ball. It would have been nice if he could get this angle himself. I'm sure most of you guys would have loved to see that, but just leaving all of Ghost in the dust, everybody falling not even close to Squishy in that play, and Gimmick able to get the goal. But of course that was more of an assist credit than the goal, just like the Evil Genius's goal that I had on my list. But this is a bit more of a solo play now. Garrett, 1 flick, 2 flick, 3 flick, and that's an entire team out of the game. Fireburner almost misses the finish, but he does put it in, and thank goodness that he did, because that is just incredible work by Garrett, with way more boost than he needed actually, taking the entire enemy team out of the game single-handedly. So a lot of assist credit in my list this week, but I mean, why not? When the goals are this good, when the assist plays are this good, you're just wanting it to end up in the goal, or at least I am. Number 6 is Fairy Peak. I think this might have won the goal of the week in the RLCS list. For me, it's going to make 6, just misses out in the top 5, because I've seen Fairy Peak do this so many times. If anybody watches Fairy Peak do play once as much as I do, we're just so used to seeing him do this, and with Mognus backing off like he did, the defense really didn't do much there, but Fairy Peak's just making it look easy, finding the top corner with a great looking flick upside down again. Okay, let's have another Gimmick. I don't think we've seen enough Gimmick goals yet. This is not quite as much of a Gimmick goal as it is a Torment assist. Look at that, taking the entire team out of the game by himself, and Gimmick, just like Fireburner, nearly misses the open net, but he does read the bar down to put it in. Pay attention to that recovery. Torment didn't land on the wall immediately. He just continued flying there to surprise the Ghost player by beating him to the ball, and then the infield pass to complete the task. A lot of 1v3 assist plays this week coming out from players on both sides of the Atlantic. Number 4 is Markydooda. I could have put this goal higher if it wasn't for the time constraints that the other goals that are above it happen, and you'll see why in a second. But look at this. It all happened so fast. If you haven't already, go listen to the cast, or the live cast of this, because they were just so confused as to what happened, because Marky pre-jumped Pondix's assist here. Just a 1-2-3 passing play from Excel. I could have maybe put that at number 1. 4 through 1 are very close, but I decided to put that at number 4. And number 3 is going to be another Fairy Peak goal. And it's because of the time constraint. Look at the clock. This is Complexity leading 2-1 in games. And what a read by Fairy Peak to put the pressure on. Trying to tie up the series here. Perfect pass by Pashi. Fairy Peak is up before the ball has even hit the back wall, and he times his arrival perfectly. That is incredible. He's able to read that as well as he did, and that's why I put him ahead off the full team passing play of Excel. One better, though, is Lachinio, I think, because the finish was just spectacular. You'll see it in a second. It's worth mentioning that I don't think Lachinio would have got this goal if Evil Geniuses had just let the ball hit the ground. But that's, of course, not what happened. And Lachinio drills it top corner. Just incredible placement by Lach. So very well played by him. But winning out the entire list has got to be Matt from Ghost against Cloud9. Again, look at the clock. Ridiculous buzzer beater goal here by Matt. And I really don't think Cloud9 could have done much against this. It was just the placement, the power, the pass, the finish. It had it all. And that's why this goal has to be at the top. Just slightly better than Lachinio's because the defense was, I think, doing a better job against the offense. But there you have it. Week 1 of RLCS is done. Hope you guys had a good time watching that. And I'll see you in the next one.